There it goes. Oh, there it goes. There it is.
Oh, that's better.
Come on. God damn it, give me a sip of this.
Hookin and cooking with Edwards Riverside.
The mic over here anyway. Oh my goodness, there's something crazy going on in the house. Oh. So I'm going to put about the same amount of water, or, God, I just can't get this stupid thing. So I'm going to put about the same amount of soy sauce.
This is excessive.
As water. So I'm going to add this to it, and you're going to be amazed, folks, because I'm going to turn this into the most amazing ginger teriyaki you have ever had in your life. And I like to keep the ginger inside of there. My mama, she would always take the ginger out. I didn't quite know what to do. You know, that's kind of dark, so I'm thinking maybe I'll... You know what, I'm just going to maybe add... Scratch what I said, do 1.5. I hope you're keeping up. You might
Sometimes
have to...
people say something they don't mean.
That's right. And check it out. So now I got this brown sugar, and I figured that is just
that smells
perfectly enough. So what I'm going to do is about a half a... No, do it to taste, however you like. If you like something real sweet, do it. But what this is going to do is the ginger, the teriyaki, and the wonderful... what are we talking about? The ginger, the teriyaki, and the sugar, and the water. So we're going to just mix those all together. And I'm going to bring those back up to some sort of boil, just to kind of mix it all together. But here's the secret ingredient that I also got it down at my local grocery store.
Cocaine.
Well, it looks like cocaine, doesn't it? Hey, let's do some coke, folks. But no, this is what this is called. It's cornstarch. And you can get this really cheap. You don't have to buy a whole box of it. Go spend $1, couple bucks on it. It's only like a couple bucks a pound or whatever. But as this heats up, here, camera guy, come look in here. It's making some noises too. Hear that? So now I'm bringing it back up to a boil. So now we've had that wonderful ginger tea as our stock, and look at these pieces of ginger. Oh, those are going to be great for someone. If they end up on someone's plate, they can just eat that right off, because it's gotten to a point where it's been cooked down, and the more you cook it, the softer it's going to get. And it's still a piece of meal, you know, like a piece of meat, but it's not. It's a root, and everybody loves a good root this time of year. You know, get right up, get right up in it. You know what I'm gonna,
Riverside.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah,
that's right. I'm just going to put that on there, and that's going to basically get this motherfucker boiling quicker than I have time for this episode. But we're just going to keep on rolling. So, folks, I have some green onion over here, and I still got some mango.
All right, let's cut for a second.
Freckles,
Yeah.
tell me about your most embarrassing shit story.
Shit story?
Okay, what's that shit
Well, it's not my story, but I knew someone who once shit in a record store. He looked at me and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And he goes, I just farted and poop came out. We used to joke about people pooping their pants as an adult. Well, it really happened to him. But what the funny part was, is as we rushed to the car so he could get into the car, he was kind of sitting sideways and I'm getting everything ready. And it was a truck, actually. I was driving a truck at the time. And I was going to run him home real quick so he could jump in the shower and clean that poop off. But oh my goodness, as I backed up, there was this wire that was coming off of one of those telephone poles, and it kind of held it into place or something, but it came off like this, and the front end, my front bumper caught in that motherfucker, and the whole thing's going like this, and there's a whole restaurant of people there, and they're looking at me, and they're looking at this person, and they run over to see if they can help. Meanwhile, my friend's sitting there with poop in his pants. True story. And it was one of our best friends, and she just sat down, opened the door, and sat down right next to us. How's everything going? He's like, oh, everything's fine. Well, he's nursing a load, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, we get a bunch of people from this restaurant that were out on a patio in Ashland, Oregon. This is where this happened. And eventually they got us loose, and I got him home, and, you know, he did poop his pants, folks. It was one of those farts that really wasn't a fart.
He trusted the fart.
He trusted that fart. And anybody that takes it in the ass knows that I'm right about that it can happen.
Hookin and cooking with Eccles Riverside.
This is the grossest thing
Oh!
I've seen in my life.
It's macabre.